it's all clean. Goes in like this.
It's so funny how easily they come out, and then sometimes it's so difficult to get it back in there.
So it's the fiber yolk first, right? And then...
So the metal goes on the back side.
Right, so fiber yolk on the outside, metal hitting the metal.
Yep.
And it goes underneath this part. Oh, why does, that looks right. Get it in there, rotate it around, no! Get it in there, rotate it around, no!
All right. Those.
You did it so easily. Do it, don't just grab it.
Do it outside of it. Pull it out of there.
Okay.
Get this together first.
All right.
Put that out of the way. Oh no, that's right. That's right.
Right?
That's right. And now I pull the spring down.
Yeah.
I want the metal on top actually.
All right, metal touching metal.
Yes.
That's the rule.
And then you gotta like, yeah, and now it's just kind of a finicky finagle till it goes in. You're right there.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Get in.
Just kind of keep at it and just work it, let it go in. There it is. Perfect. There it goes, yeah.
Right?
Like they don't just
I did it! So then now, yeah, that's super springy compared to the old one.
So then we'll take these. We're gonna have one that's gonna have a messed up coil sleeve. Oh well.
Yeah.
We'll go back over here.
I have it. All right. And then back over here, y'all. Oh. Okay, you got a pop bumper bracket, and then what?
So when you look at it, this guy goes in this way, yeah? Like so. So he needs to go like this. Okay? So I just find the spots that were already worn and go back to that same spot.
Oh yeah, that's a great tip.
Why is this screw being weird?
Oh, that
These
was
aren't
it.
the screws for this. That's right. These are the screws to put it in there. That's
What are
what's
those?
going on.
They're all in that thing.
These are all in here.
All right.
So it's these long skinnies.
Okay. This one?
Yep.
Is this a Bally's or a Stern machine?
Stern.
Okay.
Same era though.
All right.
Like this late 70s Stern.
I've seen different components here with different names, but
Yeah, they are pretty compatible. Even the board sets, like you can swap back and forth.
Yeah, with the reproduction boards like the Alltech, it'll work in the Classic Valley and Classic Stern games, and then it has a series of like 20 or so dip switches, and then you move the dip switches around, and then it changes what the programming is in it. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay.
So you want to make sure it is lined up and straight, because if it's crooked, it'll bind.
So that's where you're saying you find the witness marks and
Yeah. So.
then it'll just sweet.
Okie dokie. Now, that's what these
Nice
bad boys are
going.
for.
We're rebuilding pop bumpers. Thank
That's
you.
mounted to the plate.
Okay. Where's my screwdriver?
What were these for?
Those are going to go in the coils.
Okay.
So those are the coil sleeves that go in here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Add another flathead, and it's in the game, of course.
Get on in there. All right. Oh. Okay.
Now, the ones you took out, were they not working or were they just not performing like you wanted?
So we wanted to replace the yokes and the spring, really. And then you also want to replace the coil sleeves, because you want that to be like the least amount of friction going through the sleeve. And then the spring, when they get old and worn out, they just don't have the same return. So if you replace them, it's like they get really snappy. It's like your pop bumpers are like fire all of a sudden. And then that little actuator dealie was like, they're loose and jiggly. So we wanted to make sure they were nice and tight. So we replaced those guys.
You need one more screw on that side.
Okay. You want to do that one?
Yeah. Get in there. This DoorDash guy got lost.
Did he?
I just see him like circling all over the place. Okay. Right on the, white on the left, red on
the right. So then you take
Okay.
these little guys.
What is
and
it?
Back on. Oh no.
I don't even see where it dropped. Oh, no, I don't see it. Oh, nice. Is it just the 1/4 inch or the 5/16?
5/16.
Oh, so not these ones. No, I think it's all the same. in all, it takes like what, like an hour, maybe 2 hours to do the full rebuild.
We did most of the rebuild. We didn't have a couple of the things that we wanted to replace, but they'll still be more lively.
All right. Pretty good. That one goes there. That one goes there.
Any grease go in there on those? No?
No. Since it's metal on plastic, drop your sleeve through. It goes in like that.
Yeah. So this this part, this lip, would go on the top side. So when it's like here, it doesn't have that lip. It can actually fit through the bracket a little bit and hold that plunger in place.
Mine's not wanting to.
I know, it's probably the size, maybe. You can see. I know, but well, it works.
Supposed to go. There you go. Yeah, again, it's fiddling.
Yep, I'm in. I'm in, I'm in. All right, coil
Alright,
stop.
so now you got coil stops on the
Which are-
table.
Hi. Yeah.
Come on. There you are.
That procedure is going to be pretty much the same for these other things.
So this one
This
is
one's a different kit.
It's the last
different
one.
kit, but it's the same
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
idea. So you take the 2 screws off here, you're going to replace this end of stroke. You're going to replace this hole next to these 2 screws.
Thank you, thank you.
So what happens is these guys just wear out. These look all right, but they just get flattened and like mushroom. You can kind of see the little mushrooming, and then that's the new one that will be nice and flush and clean.
Yeah. Showing it to the camera too.
Like so.
Okie dokie. Oh. I will be right back. Don't wait up. Oh, geez. Do you think?
They're not really lining up.
Both of these coil stops are super weird.
Yeah, we might have to relook at those.
Okay, I'll be back.
Those line up perfect. That's the fun part about getting stuff made. Is that it's off. You can see the screw holes are off just a little bit. See how the little ones are higher?
Well, they're thicker. The metal's thicker.
Yeah. So when we get new things made for us, sometimes it's like little things like that. So we'll just reuse the old ones for now. Get these checked out. Did you? You got one more of those old ones hanging out over there. Aha, thank you. It's like they beefed it up so it wouldn't break, but it ended up being too thick.
But again, its only function is stopping, right?
Yeah. It's to give you that satisfying clack sound.
Here's the mark we got. little upside down compared to the other two.
Oh shit. Thank you. Not supposed to be. So they are supposed to be like this. And the reason for that is this plunger is going to be slamming this stop over and over and over again. And that's where your wires are. You want them away from that so you're not getting the vibration that'll eventually knock your wires off your lugs. Good catch.
You want to try this again?
No, it didn't work on all of them.
All right.
Yeah, it didn't fit into any of them.
We got,
It's just being a
what company? Do you mind me asking your name or what company?
Matthew, and I'm Marco Specialties.
Okay.
Yeah. But I own an arcade in California, and I travel around with these guys doing show stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's your arcade?
Seaside, right outside of Monterey. 40 games, all pinball.
It's arcade.
Two more.
Oh, no kidding. But yeah, but I was there for a Toho conference.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did they have a Godzilla there?
What's that?
Did they have a Godzilla? That would have been cooler if they did.
It's the only Toho conference in the U.S. So my daughter wanted to go, so we took her out there.
Nice.
People are more into the characters than they are the actual games. Games are hard.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we got nice. So we're gonna move now to
Can I ask a question that probably is asked a lot?
yeah.
So how often is it just that the solder, oxidizes or needs to be resoldered?
Normally when they break off, like
Just when it breaks.
yeah, like I don't really go through and reflow anything unless it's broken off.
I've got the '79 Star Trek pinball.
Nice.
And my super bonus thing in the middle is kind of going out.
Is the lights?
The scores go up and stuff. It's the lights don't function.
So the sockets can get bad.
Yep.
You got to clean inside there. So at 6 o'clock, we're going to actually be yopsicling these. So we're going to be taking these sockets out and putting LED boards in.
Yeah.
And that's a good way of cleaning all that up. It could also be the connector on your light board.
Yep.
So repinning that, both sides. So like if you're going to keep the old board, like pulling the old pins out, putting new pins in.
Yeah.
And then the connector itself.
Okay, so you're going to work on that at 6?
Yeah. So we're going to be pulling all these bayonets out and putting these little LED boards in.
Well, that'd be good. Good one.
Yeah. Not super difficult, just time consuming and a little tedious, but you just put some music on and get into it and you know, like have a good time while you're doing it. So
There
yeah,
you go.
now
And are y'all recording all this on YouTube or streaming it live?
I don't know if we're actually made it to live, but we are recording it and we will post
Okay.
it on YouTube.
I've seen I know for my pinball game, there's a whole series done on the whole thing. So I've watched some, but I haven't got into flipping mine over and actually taking apart.
Yeah.
It works enough I can still play it.
So yeah, these guys are for the lights. So in order to get this whole thing apart, there's these two little leads that are coming in from underneath.
Okay.
Those are for the light socket. So you actually have to unsolder that, bend them straight, and then you can get the whole mech out. Because in order to get these the actuators, in order to get these things to come out, they don't. This rim is too fat for them to actually make it out.
Okay.
So you have to pull this whole thing out and pull them out through the bottom. So you have to unsolder this light socket.
In this case, it's better just to leave it.
What do you mean?
Oh, are you still gonna do that, or pull them out, or?
So
no?
we've pulled them out. We've replaced everything.
Oh,
we put
yeah.
it back already. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. These two. These two. I never got my nuts. Haha. That's the other fun part about pinball repair is a lot of the times you put it back together and you got to take it back apart so you can put it back together correctly. You look in your dish and you go, there's 3 or 6 nuts left. I forgot something. Now this one's going to be a pain. And I have to do that. All right. I'm going to add more solder to, I had to scrape a bunch off to make it so I yeah, that's going to be a fun one. fun one. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. Let's add some more solder to this.
So whose fingers are whose? Because you guys are both wearing the same fingernail polish.
Yeah, totally. Gotta keep you guessing.
I had to go keep the crew. Thank you so much. I saw that because before it was just like his elbow, and I was like, oh no, running around. I'm back.
I got my phone and I saw that it was a sweet bottom. I thought maybe I should adjust it a little.
Thank you. Alright, so we're soldering the lamps on.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
What is it?
I put it all back together without soldering these on first. Remember how I took the stuff off to make it so I could desolder it easier?
Oh.
So now I gotta do this like weave in between.
So you're saying you should have soldered those on before you installed the coils?
Oh, before.
I put the whole bracket back on there, like before this went back on, I should have soldered the wires back on just to make my life
That way
easier.
you don't have to. It'll just make your life so much easier.
Yeah. Now I get to do it the fun way.
Yeah, come back when we do at 6. We'll do the y'all can go before. It's not so bad, but it is like really tedious.
Yeah.
But at least seeing it up close like this, I was like, okay, we didn't do the spoons either.
So, this is a pain in the butt, but I definitely want to.
Were you able to get it?
No.
We can just come back after lunch.
Yeah.
Look at that spider.
It's so toasty.
Yeah, it's big toasty. All right, y'all. Oh, wow. We are going to wrap this up. Our Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up and take a quick break. We'll be back at 6 p.m. Eastern to do Yopsicle installs. We have about 25 Yopsicles to replace the 44 bayonet socket style lamps. These are gonna be super bright and awesome and a whole lot less finicky than those bayonets. And then we also have a couple of our glow sticks, which are like the Yopsicles, but these are RGB. So we have a couple of green and red inserts. So we're gonna put the actual green color in those because it really makes the color pop when you color match like that. And with LED technology, you're able to do that. So we will see you all soon. Wish you were here at Southern Fried. It's been a great show. It's super packed and lots of fun games to play. So we'll see you guys shortly.